Hello, this is Gorgnak with another Redstone tutorial video. In this one we're going to be covering logic gates. Logic gates are, they change the various inputs and give you different outputs depending on the switches. Most gates usually have two or more levers. So if you want to know how to build some logic gates, the best way to do it is to look at this image here. It's my cheat sheet when I want to build logic gates. I know how to build some of the simpler ones. These input output not, and, NAND, or NOR are pretty simple to build. However, the XOR gates and the XNOR gates are a little more complicated, so I usually use this cheat sheet in order to build them. I typically don't use the pulsar, the clock, the NAND latch, or the repeater very much, or at all. I don't think I've ever used them once. So anyway, let's get started here. So this is your input output gate. The device is off right now because the lever is up, and when it's down, the device is on, and it basically corresponds to the switch is off, the device is off, the switch is on, the device is on. This is the opposite. Right now the switch is off, and if you can take a look, the device is on. Basically by putting a redstone torch on the other side of this block, we can get an inverter. So right now you can see the particles coming up the lever. It's on, the device is off. This right here is an OR gate. If either of these levers are on, the device will be on. So right now they're both up, so they're both off. As long as we turn on one of these, the device will stay on. So you only need one on in order for the device to work. It kind of jams it if, you know, this on doesn't do anything if you have one of them on. This is basically the same thing, just built a little different. It doesn't have the block. It's also a good little one for doors, because you can put this on either side of the door entrance, typically with pressure plates, and you can walk through the door pretty easily. This is an AND gate, and the way this one works is both levers will need to be on in order for the device to be on. So right now both levers are off. It doesn't matter which ones you turn on or off, both have to be on in order for the device to be on. This is a multiple AND gate. It works under the same principle except with more stuff to it. So all these would need to be down, meaning on, in order for the device to be on itself. These are actually also good for password or combination locks, because depending on which ones have redstones and which ones don't, you can make it so, hey, this has to be on, off in order for the device to work. Boop, boop, boop. This one right here is a NOR gate, is the opposite of an OR gate. And so basically both switches will need to be off in order for the device to work. If either of these switches are down, then the device can't work. So both off, and then basically both need to be off in order for the device to be on. This is a NAND gate. It is the opposite of an AND gate. So if both of these are on, it'll turn the device off. And so if one of these are off, then it'll stay on. Alright, so these 2, 4, 6 devices are basically the same, or they have similar principles. Some are kind of nitpicky on how they work, and a lot are interchangeable depending on what you're using them for. But it's kind of just nice to know how to be able to make some of these. However, these two over here are a little bit different, and I like them a lot more, because it doesn't matter which lever you turn on which side, it'll basically turn on and off the device. It's good for gates when you basically, doesn't matter which side of the gate you're on in order to be able to open and close them. So and honestly, these two are basically the same in my opinion. However, the difference between them is this one will be off if both the devices are the same. So off, off, the device is on, and on on, the device is off. This is the opposite. If both of the inputs are both on or both off, then the device will be on as well. But yet, it doesn't matter which side you operate them from. They can turn on and off the gate from either side, and that's why I feel like they're more useful than the other ones. But if you can find the right input and output for your redstone circuit, and it does help a lot. And that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching.